All right, so today we're going to make a puff pastry, individual apple pie. These puff pastries have already been thawed out, so really all you got to do at this point is lay out the puff pastry and take off your paper wrap. With this particular recipe, you want to roll out the puff pastry a little bit and you want to leave it as a square. So make sure you're rolling out evenly as you're going. Once you have your square pastry, what you want to do is grab your pizza cutter and slice it. You're going to slice it in thirds so that you end up having 9 squares. And what you want to do is separate each of your pastry puff squares a little bit. Very simple, easy to do. It doesn't really stick to the counter or anything like that. Just take it and move it a little bit. This is a great recipe for any kind of family gathering, really, or honestly, we could even do it for like a good sweet breakfast with the kids. They love their apple, cinnamon, kind of flavored breakfasts that are nice and sweet, easy to eat. Once you have your puff pastry separated out like this, all you got to do is take your pizza cutter and just cut little slices in each direction, maybe like an inch to 2 inches max. What this allows you to do is fold each pastry on top of itself once you've added your pie filling, so that it creates that nice little cover over the apple pie. All right, so now we have all 9 of our squares laid out. We've got all the slits that allow you to fold over your pastry. And so now you just need to take your apple pie filling and place it on each of these squares. So for this one, we're going to do just a couple of apple pieces. And we just bought the apple pie filling from Target. Very easy, no prep on our end. You can make it homemade if you'd like, but it's not necessary. It's a very easy, quick dessert that you can make. We'll probably take it over to my family's house this afternoon when we get together with them, honestly, and share it. But again, like I said, you can make it for breakfast, you can make it as a dessert. It's the holidays coming up soon, and everybody loves a good old cinnamony flavored apple pie during the holidays. It already smells delicious with all this apple cinnamon on it. All right. Now that we've got the apple pie filling on the squares, all you got to do is bring them up and over to cover the apple pie filling. And try your best just to pinch the dough together a little bit. It's probably going to separate in the oven, which is perfectly fine. It's going to make it look almost like a little pie pastry. All right. So now that we've got all of our pastries folded over just like this, I'm going to take I think we have a 9 by 13 pan that we put some parchment paper on. And we're just going to place all of these on there. Once you place them on the baking sheet like this, we like to add a little bit of a egg wash to a lot of our pastry dessert treats. It just gives it a nice little crisp flavor at the end of every bite that helps it just really up the ante and make it taste even better. We decided for this particular dessert that we're going to make a little bit of a sugar cinnamon mixture to put on top of these cinnamon apples just to bring out that cinnamon flavor even more and to sweeten it and just make it so good. We do a 1/4 ratio of sugar to cinnamon. So for this case, we did 2 tablespoons of sugar with 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon in it. So not too cinnamony, really, from what we've experienced, just a really good ratio. Now that we have our cinnamon sugar apple pie pastries put together, we just got to put it in the oven. We bake it at about 325 degrees, or was it 350? 350, my bad, for 25 minutes. We just took out the apple strudels from the oven. They cooked for probably about 23, 24 minutes, so just under that 25-minute mark. Look at how nice and crisp they look. So delicious. I really want to eat one right now. The last thing that you can do, it's optional, but who's going to say no to it, is add a little bit of your powdered sugar just to give it a nice little finishing touch. Especially during the holidays, it's just so nice and sweet and honestly refreshing. Kind of looks like the snow outside. So yummy. This one's going to be a hit all of your holiday parties, breakfast with your kids, anything. Yum.